Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Monday. Happy Monday to all of you. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. My weekend was pretty quiet. I continued to do a lot of self reflection this weekend, so got a lot on my mind. But anyway, I am here again to encourage you guys to have an amazing week, to have an amazing day, to stay encouraged. I felt led to talk to you guys about mental health. With everything going on in the world lately, I feel like a lot of people have allowed themselves to be consumed by the negativity. I don't know if I am speaking to somebody out there, if this resonates with you, but I feel like everything that's been happening since last year, and then it's, still spilling over to this new year. There are people out there who have probably went back to drinking, have probably went back to doing drugs, have probably went back to being promiscuous. If you've changed your ways and decided to be a faithful person, I feel like a lot of people just kind of allow the stress to take over them, and now you're not so faithful anymore. You're finding different ways to cope. I feel like a lot of people have allowed this to cause them to get back on medication for depression, anxiety, have caused people to overeat, have caused people to gain their weight back after working hard to get their body to where they want it to be. Um, I just want to encourage you guys today that you cannot allow your circumstances or your surroundings to take you back to a place that you elevated from. I at one point contemplated on going back on medication for anxiety, but I didn't do it. I don't know about you guys, and whatever your belief is, I completely respect it. I am a praying woman. I believe in the power of prayer. I will not dumb that down for anyone or anything. I believe that when you have a connection spiritually, when you have that connection, you know what to do. You know where to pray, you know how to pray, you know what to read, you know what to look for. Sometimes God uses people with many different avenues. You can be in the middle of a bad day and somebody can come right along and you know speak life into your day, and you don't even catch it because you're so consumed by the negativity of your day that you don't get it. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a very firm believer in that. I pray a lot. I pray a lot. I pray through everything. Prayer has gotten me through the darkest times that I've been through. And, you know, reading self-help books, reading scripture, praying, meditating, fasting, taking time for myself to really dig into myself, it all helps. It really does help when you start to recognize what's going on around you and you start to kind of piece together, okay, you know what? I'm doing this because this made me feel this way. When you start when you start understanding the connection as to why you're doing what you're doing, it would become more clearer to you the next moves that you need to make. So I said all of that to say this. You write your own uh, your own book to your life. You make choices. You have choices. You don't have to be consumed by your circumstances. And that's with anything aside from what's been going on in the world since last year. Whether it's unhealthy relationships, whether it's wounds that haven't healed yet, whether it's people mistreating you, whether it's being bullied, whether it's being sick, whether it's, being diagnosed with something and you kind of like losing your mind. As humans, yes, our first instinct is, oh my God, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I don't know what to do. But you have a choice. You can either choose to let that take over you, or you can choose to take over it and not let it consume you. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Sometimes it takes people everything to get out of bed, and that alone is progress. Just being able to get out of bed in the morning is a big step for some people who go through a lot of mental health issues. And I used to be there. I was there. I was at a point where sometimes I called out of work. I didn't go to school, because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. And this was back when, years ago, when I used to be on Xanax 3 times a day. I used to be like a walking zombie. And then at night I'd take Ambien to go to sleep. Like, it was bad. And so I chose to get out of that. I don't take any anxiety medication for anything. I deal with it however I can. I pray about it. I listen to things. I read books. Tyrone has taught me a lot since I've been with him in regards to natural health. And I take that into account. Like, I implement everything that I can before I get to a point where I want to go back on medication. I'm not doing that. I refuse to do it. So you guys have a choice to either stay within your current circumstance and allow it to take over your life, which can ruin your job, it can ruin your education, it can ruin your relationship, your marriage, your parenting, it can ruin the way that you see life. You can either let that happen to you and let life happen to you, or you can take that life by the horns and you can drive it and maneuver it whichever way you want to, because you have that choice. So I encourage you guys, if you guys are any of these people, if you guys are any of the ones who reverted back to old habits, I encourage you to take a step back, to understand that this doesn't have to be your life again. This doesn't have to be a repeat of what you elevated from. Get to a place where you either seek therapy, counseling, find a friend, a support group, read books. There's a lot of self-help books out there. There's a lot of natural ways to help yourself. Go out there and do the work to help yourself get out of the situation that you are in. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. You just have to take that first step in saying, I'm not going to stay here anymore. So I encourage you guys to continue to stay motivated, stay encouraged, stay on the right track. If you guys have, friends who understand you, please seek, support from them, family. This doesn't have to be the be all end all of what's going on around you. You have complete control over it. And I encourage you guys to do everything that you can to heal, to get back on track. We're all a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. We're all human. We all bleed red. Nobody is better than anybody. Everybody has a shortcoming. You could be the richest person in the world. You still can be walking around with insecurities. Okay? You could be the best looking person in the world and you can still have shortcomings. Everyone has something that they are carrying that they alone cannot possibly just deal with. You need other sources to help you get out of that. So stay goal oriented, stay encouraged, set good intentions for your day, set great intentions for your day. Start every day by telling yourself that you can do it. You can do it. Even if you have to continuously say that to yourself, put it on a post-it, put it in your bathroom so you can look at it every single day to remind yourself that, yeah, you can do it. You can do it and you will do it. I hope this helps somebody out there. I just felt led to speak my mind on some mental health issues. I hope it helps you guys. I hope it encourages you guys. And as always, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, hit that notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day and an amazing week.